Start recording. Hello, everyone. Today I'm here with Magpie131, legend of Gwent. He needs no introduction. You all know him, one of the best players of all time. This year he won the Open 1, and here he is, ready to play in Masters and ready to answer our questions. Hello, Mr. Magpie.
Hey,
So we have a few questions for you, if it's fine. And starting with, what is your Gwent routine during competitive seasons?
my Gwent routine is very simple. I play Gwent every possible free second I have. I wake up, I play Gwent. I go to sleep, I play Gwent. I'm in the public transport, I play Gwent. So yeah, every second I can play Gwent, I do it.
Nice, that's quite the commitment. What were you doing between the first Open and the Masters finals? Were you also grinding Gwent super hard, or were you taking a break?
Yeah, I qualified for second Open. I didn't manage to win it, fortunately. I tried to qualify for a third Open, but it didn't go well for me. So yeah, I tried at least, but it didn't go as good as I expected.
Oh, that was the one when you took Death Wish, right? I think.
Yeah.
Open 2. Yeah, that was a power move. We also wanted to ask you about GwentDetta and the situation with your teammates. Are the banned Russian players waiting to come back to Gwent, or did they move on to other games, if you know?
I don't think like maybe if all the restrictions are gone, maybe some players will come back, but I highly doubt. Like mostly, like 99% of the team went into real life.
Oh, okay.
So started worrying about what to do in real life, like job, studying, and etc.
I see.
But yeah, there are some that's left, like Nikar and Neverhood. He's also playing a lot. And yeah, not that many people.
Speaking of your teammates, how did you prep for Masters? How did it go, and who did you prep with?
So it's usually prep with Nick and some other players, but right now there are not that many who I can prep with. So I play on 2 accounts. I play on laptop and with my phone. So basically, I'm playing against myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah. To try, like, when you're playing against yourself, you can understand both matchups, both situations. So basically, you learn twice as much as you play alone.
Huh, that's very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
It makes lots of sense because you take away the random factor, right? There is no more random. You know everything that's happening, so you can think only about the matchup.
And Nick can play only on like in the morning, or only on a Friday, like from Monday to Friday. But when I'm playing against myself, I can play like anytime I want. It's way more convenient.
That's very interesting information. We need to copy those strategies later. You already got those big Gwent Open dollars. What happens if you win the Master? What is the first thing you're buying after the Master's money?
Some biscuits, some sweets.
Nice.
Yeah, to pay my studies, I started studying game design. So yeah, it costs money. Yeah, so it's not that much money left when I pay all the bills.
Yeah, makes sense.
So yeah.
Well, let's hope this big Masters money helps. Speaking of winning the Masters, to win the Masters you need to win the finals, and to win the finals, who would you like to face in the finals?
So in the upper bracket there's Poisoned, and he's like every tournament he attended, he went into finals. So I would assume that this time he also would make it. And he's also played at the beginning of this month in Polish tournament, and he won it. So yeah, I think Poison is a very good form. Yeah, he might go into finals like very easily.
My teammate will stop him.
Yeah, there's also Danny Rai. Danny Rai, I think, have a pretty decent chance. I highly doubt about Gandalf and Trotsky.
That's the wrong answer. That's the wrong answer.
But yeah, Gwent, like, they might bring some spicy decks counter everybody else. So yeah, you never know.
We'll see, I guess. I have no info about their decks. I'm not prepping with them this time, so I have not much info, but I hope it will be Gandalf or Trusky in finals. Anyways, again, speaking of players, is there somebody you would like to see in your team in JD? Somebody you would like to recruit?
So I feel like if there is going to be someone, he needs to learn Russian, because we also there and there are no like English speaking channels.
True.
I don't know. Like, it's not easy question to answer.
True. Okay, you don't have to. Does your family know about your Gwent career, and do they support you as a Gwent superstar?
Yeah, of course we do know. They started supporting me after I won Challenger 5. And like, I tell them that I have a tournament like next week. They say like, "Oh, great," and that's it.
Nice.
It's not like they watch my tournaments or anything else.
Not being your training partners like Zoltan and Camps.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, many questions about other players, but who do you think this year progressed the most in terms of competitive play?
Yeah, I feel like it's a discussion. Competing, and I think like everyone thinks the same, because he started playing it only at the end of last year, and in 1 year he progressed. Like, he participated in every single tournament. He won the third open, and yeah, I feel like he's at least one of the strongest players right now.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. Speaking of Karpatin, how do you feel about him being your first opponent? If you could, would you choose someone else to face in the quarterfinals?
Yeah, that's unlucky. Like, when Buja picks pairs and he went to third pair and he said Karpatin, I was like 100% sure that the next player is going to be me. Yeah, it's always unfortunate when you queue into, like when both strong players queue into each other at the very start. So yeah, I would love to play against like anyone else.
Anyone else?
But once again, in Gwent, it mostly comes down to decks. If like Karpatin brings something that counters like every single my deck, there's nothing I can do about it. Or the other way.
True. Well, I know we are all very excited about this quarterfinals. I hope it will be spicy. I think everybody is very excited about this one match. At least I know I'm very excited about watching this one. And after this Masters, do you plan to keep competing in Gwent for season 5?
I mean, if there is season 5, yeah, sure. I won't have that much time as I did like this year or last year. But I'll try my best to stay in shape, to try to participate in every single qualifier and to attend as many tournaments as possible.
Nice. Okay, let's move on from Gwent for just 1 second. If you can go to a dinner with absolutely anyone, who would you choose?
Fuck, I did not prepare this question. Why? Okay, I can think about it right now. Any person.
Let's say any person alive. No one from the past. The person has to be alive today.
Okay, I'd say Nick, because we didn't see her, we meet personally.
Oh, that's cute. I like that answer. Hopefully, I can also join you guys for dinner. If you go for the dinner, I would like to be there as well, and we can have a drink. Anyways, again, moving away from Gwent, is there a language you would like to learn?
I'm a big anime fan.
Sorry?
And I'm a big anime fan.
Oh, yeah.
So learning Japanese, it will make much easier for me to watch anime without subtitles.
True. I'm learning Japanese right now. It's pretty difficult.
Yeah, I guess it is.
But it's doable. For us anime fans, our ears are already we are already used to Japanese, you know. So
yeah, I already know some stuff. So
doable. Okay, let's come back to Gwent then. Well, kind of. If Gwent wasn't there, actually, do you think you would be competing in another card game or just another game?
So until last month, my answer was going to be no, because I didn't play games competitively before. I kind of played CSGO a bit, so there was one time when I was thinking that maybe I can try myself into the CSGO pro scene. But right now I'm playing a bit Marvel Snap. I guess like everyone knows this game.
Yeah.
Because it's on a hype train. Yeah. So maybe if there is gonna be some, I don't know, esports, some tournaments, I will definitely try myself at least.
Will it not drive you crazy after Gwent? For me, after Gwent, switching to I also played Marvel Snap. I actually went to. I have all the cards, so I played a lot. But the RNG drives me crazy. There's so much RNG after Gwent.
I feel like it's not about RNG. It's about like rock paper scissors concepts when you play your cards at the same time and you can't react somehow. So basically, in Gwent, your opponents play the cards. You know, like you can counter it. You can do like whatever you want. And in Marvel Snap, you like don't even know what to play or at which location to play. So yeah, it's kind of more RNG heavy.
Yeah, I see exactly what you mean. Okay, let's come back to Gwent for a second. If you could change one card and one only, you can do whatever you want with it. Which card would it be and how would you change it?
I feel like everyone's answer is gonna be strange friendly. And I'm not different, so yeah, I will probably do it because of how dominant this card is in the past like few months.
I'm a big fan of this answer.
I don't know how exactly change it to not kill it completely. So it's not like an easy question to answer. And I don't think that some nerfs, like in terms of provision of power, is going to help a lot. I would definitely change her passive ability when she boosts, when the card boosts. Like if it drops
and
between
even?
like odd units and even units. Yeah, ability, but yeah, that's my point. Yeah, I would definitely change it because it's too strong in comparison to other abilities. And yeah, don't know much else.
Yeah, I love this answer. Yeah, yeah, I completely agree. It's a huge problem, and yeah, let's hope someday somehow it will be changed, or let's hope it doesn't get power crept. Let's hope there's not a new card that's even stronger that makes us miss Renfrey. Let's hope that this doesn't happen. Who do you consider as the best? What do you consider as the best play you've ever made in your Gwent career?
I was thinking about it, and I would say I don't remember like all of them in the past years, but when we're talking about this year, the first Gwent Open, when I again involved the poisoned Aileron, when it was ST and G game, and it came down to 1 point in the second round. So basically, that Yen invo round one, and basically like won me the game.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That was a cool play. I agree. That was very cool. I think you already kind of answered this question, but still, which card do you think was the strongest this year, and which one out of the new cards that were released this year was the weakest?
So I feel like it's more about Erendite than Renfri, because Erendite was like quickly fixed. I mean, not as quick as some people expected, but still, this card was very aggressive, especially go to Necro decks, because when there is a card that can like heal any unit basically, and still gain some power on your side of the board, it's too nuts.
Yeah, I agree. And what about the weakest in the new cards?
Weakest.
Like the one you think has no potential to ever see play?
The one in the last update, the Northern Realms, that's
Kenneth and Gar?
the gold card.
It got buffed, recently.
It got buffed, but no one sees it.
Yeah, it's still pretty bad. I agree.
Not better.
I think maybe Prism is even weaker. You know the ST Prism card?
Like I saw people playing it, and it has the potential. It's like it can generate a lot of points.
Okay.
But yeah, also not great.
Okay, fair enough.
To music generator, like music generator basically like nuts.
Yeah, it's true.
In a 3 or 4 cards, it plays for 15, 21 points, and yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy. Which meta was your favorite? Which Gwent meta was your favorite?
I actually don't pick one because of the.
Because sorry, it cut off.
Because like when you compete, you don't care about meta. You don't care if you like something or you don't like something. You have a goal, and the only thing you care about is reaching your goal, and that's it.
That's a true champion's mentality.
Yeah.
And what do you like the most about Gwent?
I would say that the most I like about it is how the game changes when you start playing better. So basically, when you take like an average player, and the average player like sees NG Renfri deck, he says, "Oh, this deck is unbeatable. There is nothing I can do about it. I will just concede when you see this matchup." But when you learn, when you start playing a lot, when you expand your knowledge about like many different decks, you can see how to counter, how to react to different decks, to different cards, to build your own decks around it. I guess it's what I like about it.
Yeah, I agree with that. Gwent has I think of all the card games right now, Gwent has the highest skill ceiling. Like there's a lot of room to improve in Gwent. What else do we have? Assuming you win Masters, do you think you're ready to retire, or is there something else you will still want to achieve in Gwent?
Retire.
Retire?
No, never, never.
Never. Okay.
I have a goal. I hope that like I can reach it this year. I want to win every single tournament in one season.
Mm.
Yeah, it's not that to not give anyone's chance to do it. So yeah, maybe like next year I can try
Oh.
to do it. And if I fail next year, I will do it next year and, until like Gwent dies or I die.
Let's hope not. Let's hope not. Nice. That's something we will be excited to watch. Okay. A very, very interesting goal. We have a few questions left. What do you think of the current ladder system with requiring 4 top factions MMR? Do you think it's good? Would you change it? Would you make it less factions, more factions, or something completely different?
I would not change it because it's stayed for a long time, and I think it works perfectly because you need to play to be good at 4 factions, like not only one or not all, because like there is no way that balance can be so like all 6 factions are top like tier 1. So yeah, it's always some factions that's like at the bottom. So yeah, top 4 factions, it's a perfect amount for me, and yeah.
Okay, yeah, I agree. The system is pretty good. It forces to play multiple factions instead of just the dominating one. You said you didn't have a favorite meta, but do you have a favorite deck of all time?
So when we were talking about all time, there was a deck that I crafted in the end of the open beta. It was like a 40 cards 18 deck.
Mm,
There was a time when 40 card decks existed and they were like pretty good. Nothing
interesting.
big one, but at least playable.
Interesting.
So yeah, and also if we were talking about Homecoming, then it's a Beast Skellige deck.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, didn't see a lot of play in the ladder, but yeah, I enjoyed it, and that's the only thing I care about.
Okay. I remember the Beast deck. I don't remember the 40 card 8 deck. I played during open beta, but I don't remember the 40 card one. I
Yeah,
will
because
have to
I
look
feel
it
like
up.
only I played it.
Okay, I see. I see. What is your daily routine outside of Gwent?
So I'm studying right now. I started studying as a game designer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I wake up, I go to studies, I go home, I cook some foods, do all my homework, and play Gwent. And also I play Gwent in the
Transports.
like every other second I can do it.
As long as you don't play it during the classes, it's fine.
Yeah.
Have you tried Rogue Mage, and did you like it if you did?
So I played it the first day it came out. I feel like this game is good, but it's not for me because I like to compete and I like to watch myself like getting better placements. And there is no such thing in a rogue mage. Uh,
I
but
see.
yeah, the game is nice.
Okay, I see. And last but not least question. So, who to you is the best Gwent player of all time?
I feel like my answer is gonna stay the same. I feel like Freddy Babes because at least he had the higher potential to be like the best one, like the GOAT. Because the win rate of him in the tournaments is like ridiculously high. He always knew the meta. He always knew like what other players gonna bring and how to counter them. So if he stayed in Gwent, he will at least win some opens or maybe even masters.
Yeah, I like that answer. Fred is the first person from Gwent I ever talked to. But before I was in the community on his stream, he played my deck, and so we talked a little bit. Anyways, so that was it for the questions. Now all I can say is we wish you the best of luck against Kerpetten and against the rest of the tournament if you win. We will be watching it with much interest. And is there something you would like to say?
Watch Gwent, enjoy it. Do not get tilted.
Okay, we will try. We will try. And on that note, we wish you the best of luck and thank you for talking with us.